Oh, wait. You want me to give her another PR bond?
Yes, Your Honor. Good reasoning for our PR bond. All right. Ms. Biza is, as you know, currently on bond for previous out of this court.
She has to open DWI. She picked up a new case.
And as you can see from the court record, she does appear and come for court every time she is required to do so. She's been working as an associate banker at Chase for the past 3 years and is actually working on trying to get a promotion to assistant manager, hopefully soon. She's also a student at ACC and it's her first semester working on her degree for computer science, expected to graduate in 2028. And she's also a volunteer at her church. Do you want to pronounce that? I can't pronounce it if you can.
Iglesia Bautista El Cordero de Dios.
And that's in Houston. She regularly volunteers there. And as part of the previous case as well, she is already in group therapy for addressing the concerns with the DWI and et cetera. She's also going through her own personal therapy as well outside of group therapy individually. Currently, her monthly expenses are $1,500. Monthly income is about $1,500 with expenses being about $600 as she does live at home. Yes, we are requesting if a PR bond could be made. We do have a bondsman present with us today, though.
On bond for DWI. And I asked you two things, ma'am. I asked you don't use and I asked you to stay out of trouble. And now you've picked up a new case. You were charged with criminal trespass. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
An officer was working an extra job at a bar, and he was notified of a female suspect who had been previously trespassed but was currently on the property. The suspect was found to be in the venue near the bar. The officer approached her and told her that he needed to speak to her outside. The defendant was belligerently drunk and told me to wait until she got her drink from the bartender who had previously refused service. The defendant was escorted outside and detained.
So she'd been previously warned about trespassing there. Okay, Ms. Biza, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Mr. Fleming.
Yes, Your Honor.
I appreciate your tenacity, but not only did we ask her not to pick up a new case, but we ordered her not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. She's allegedly at a bar. She's allegedly intoxicated again. And in so much that the officer is asking her to step outside and she goes, hold on, let me get my drink first. Really? I'm now ordering you to go into custody, ma'am. I'm revoking your bond on the DWI and I'm taking you into custody. And I will now give you a whole host of conditions, Ms. Biza. And if I find that you continue to violate conditions, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. And I hope that now we can get your attention because I guess apparently before we have not been able to. So she goes with you. DWI, I'm going to set it at 5,001. The trespass, I'll set it at 2,501. I can't give her a PR bond, Mr. Fleming, because that would just be enabling the behavior. And I want her to realize that it's not okay what she's doing. You know, it's just, I'm not asking for much, you know?
Yes, Your Honor.
So.
What was the amount for the trespass? We should be set for tomorrow or?
Yeah, she'll roll up on tomorrow's docket and then, you know, if she isn't able to bond out after a couple of days, we can talk. But I want to understand that we mean business and me just catch and release. That's not the way to do things because I think that it would just be enabling the behavior. It's,
Your Honor.
It's not. Yeah. Okay,
Yes, appreciate it. May I be excused?
yes, sir.
Thank you.
Counsel, you may be too old for this. Is Mr. Beast for real? You guys watch Mr. Beast? Is that real or no?
I don't think so. I don't think so, Judge.
If you subscribe, you can be the next person on this.
It seems too good to
Is
be
that
true.
real?
No, I can't.
I don't think.
Alex was.
No, it's got to be just friends who go on it, but they get to like live it up, you know?
Yes, Judge.
I wish I was his friend. Greg, who do you have? Oh, that's right.
Thomas Roach, Your Honor.
That's right. What are we doing, Mr. Roach?
He is taking a plea, Your Honor.
I got that. The idea is, are we doing something good? What are we doing? Just,
He still has a felony pending upstairs, Your Honor. He's also on a probation out of Galveston County. I've explained to him the ramifications. He understands that. This is a $22 theft from a convenience store. He's enhanced. That's why he's here. And he is supposed to go to treatment out of Galveston. He does not have a bond in here. You didn't want to give him a bond last time. And so he is taking this plea and he will be getting out and he can go report to Galveston and felony and he can do his mental health evaluations.
you have open in Galveston, Mr. Roach.
I believe it's evading and resisting. I got out on a PR bond. I was supposed to go to Gulf Coast Center, but while I was in here, I got a hold of my lawyer and I got my court date reset.
Are you on probation over there, or is it
No,
just an open
It's
case?
just an open case, a PR.
It's open.
And so when I get out, I'm going to get a hold of them in my Gulf Coast Center.
You know, have they revoked the bond out there, Greg, because of this?
I am not showing anything in the district clerks as far as a booking or a hold. I checked that. He's got a court date January 13th on the felony out of the 351st, so he's aware of that. He would need to report to that
Yes.
on that day.
But in this case, tell me if I'm wrong. So we give him a PR bond on his theft, and then a week later he picks up another theft, right?
That is what, yeah, I mean, they're like 5 days apart, I think, from what I remember.
Got to
Off the top of
understand,
my head, September
Yes,
7th and 12th.
Yes.
Yeah.
actions have consequences, right? You cannot continue to pick up cases and expect good results. You've got 2 open cases in Galveston. Pick up a theft here, and then you pick up a felony theft. That's why we're not going to continue to give you PR bonds. No catch and release. It's over. Do you understand? Now, here's the problem. Now, here's the problem on this now. You could be on this now very well.
And Judge
Next
Fleischer
could be
is
looking at a
shutting
felony
it down
charge.
now.
Very well. They can use
$22
all these
theft
theft cases,
today
and next
can
time
turn
you're going
into
to
a
get felony
felony
time in
tomorrow.
prison.
The real
They
question
can
is,
use
what do we
all
learn
these
from
theft
this warning?
cases. Do you understand? Now, here's the problem. You plead on this now, you could very well next time be looking at a felony charge.
Sure.
They can use all these theft cases, and next time you're looking at serious time in prison over a $22 pack of whatever it may be.
Sir,
You understand?
sir.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, it will go on your record. It will stay there forever. You can never take it off. This is what you want to do. Understand, Mr. Roach, that from now on, you're looking at a minimum, at least here, of 30 days in jail for anything that you pick up. If you're on probation or parole, this can be used to, revoke that, resulting in further confinement. Do you understand?
Sir.
Do you still want to do this?
Sir.
How do you plead to the theft? Guilty or not guilty? I will find you guilty. I will sentence you to it, and good luck to you, sir.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Okay, hold. Sir,
Morning, how you doing?
thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Is it Toquel Brown? Yes, no? Okay. Who are you to him, sir?
I'm one of the staff at the group home. He lives in the group home.
Okay. Mr. Brown, you were charged with 3 cases. You were charged with terroristic threat, actually 2 counts of terroristic threat. You're also charged with criminal mischief. On all of those cases, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. I'm sorry, on the mischief, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney appointed to you if you cannot afford one. Do you understand these rights? You sure? Okay, we're gonna talk with Alex to find out what happened, and then we'll see how to go forward.
Yes, Judge. On November 13th, 2024, the officer was dispatched to a criminal mischief in progress at a group home in Harris County, Texas. Upon arrival, the officer made contact with the first complainant, a staff member at the facility, who advised that the defendant broke his bedroom TV on the previous night, and that on this day, November 13th, 2024, the defendant tried using another resident, the second complainant's laptop, since his TV was broken. When the first complainant informed the defendant he could not use the other resident's laptop, the defendant became aggressive and angry, threw the dining room chairs in the living room and the trash cans in the backyard, then punched the living room and bedroom drywall, creating 2 holes. The first complainant stated the defendant then threatened to kill him and the second complainant multiple times. The complainant advised the defendant attempted to grab a pot of boiling hot water and rice as he threatened to kill him. Both complainants stated they felt fear of immediate serious bodily injury and or death after the defendant threatened to kill them. The first complainant advised the damages the defendant caused is in the amount of $1,500.
Mr. Brown, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward on all of your cases. I assume that he's still living in the group home.
Yeah, I live in the group home.
How can we separate? Because I don't want you to have contact with these 2 people. Do you understand? Are you sure? I don't want you to have contact with them, and I don't want you to lose control. If you do it again, I'm going to put you in jail. Do you understand, Mr. Brown? Yes or no? Does he understand what I'm saying? Okay.
I left the group from administration. I let him transfer to another house.
Say it again?
I moved to another house.
Okay. How has he been with you since then?
We're gonna do that today.
Oh, you haven't done it yet?
No, not yet. We're waiting for the court order. Now that you say that you transfer it, we're gonna move it. But the other staff, we stopped it. That's what we are normal.
Guys, please. How has he been behaving since that time?
Since the time that they brought him down here, the other gentleman, the one who brings the staff, is not there no more. The only person that's contact is one of the clients that complained about the laptop.
He's still there.
Yes, that we can move him or the other guy out of the house.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Do you know what happens if this happens again, Mr. Brown? What's going to happen to you? If you break someone else's stuff again, what's going to happen? Do you understand? You also, I'm sorry, say it again. I didn't hear him.
He said he don't like the group home. We're gonna put a different house. I told him we're gonna change him to a different house.
They're going to put you in a different house. But what happens if you get angry again? It can't happen again. If they put you in a different house and you get angry again, and it happens again, I have no choice but to put you in jail. Self-control, Mr. Brown. Do you understand? Are you sure? Okay. I'm going to have you talk to a lawyer today so that we can figure out a plan how to go forward. I'll give you a lawyer. You guys need to work on a plan how to manage anger, because I don't know if he gets angry. Does he get angry a lot?
Yeah, get angry a lot. It's true.
We need to work on that. We need to work on your anger, because you don't want to work on it. You have to. What happens if you really do some damage and they put you in jail because you do something really bad? you have to understand that no one is going to bond you out. You will sit in jail for a very long time if you lose control again.
Watch the compassion
That
here.
can't happen.
The defendant is struggling, and the
All right,
judge
so let's do
balances
this. I'm going to have you
empathy
take a seat,
with a
if you don't
clear
mind, just right
warning.
back there.
Lose control, lose
I need
your
him to sign
freedom.
bond conditions, so he
The
can't leave
question
until
is
we have
whether
him
he
sign
can
it, and then
keep
I'll have you
together.
guys have you. That can't happen. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to have you take a seat, if you don't mind, just right back there. I need him to sign bond conditions, so he can't leave until we have him sign it, and then I'll have you speak to a lawyer here momentarily, and we'll figure out a plan. I think that as part of the bond conditions, I would like him to get a little anger management. I think it's necessary. Okay. Hey, be nice. It's not hard. Okay. Just take a seat, maybe a couple minutes, and then I'm going to have you talk to William, Mr. Brown. Okay.
We have young Mr. Celestino. He was the BVR. I guess he's making his way up, but here. He was the BVR for alcohol. This is the one that.
Is it with a C? This is not your first time testing positive for one issue or the other. This is your second time for you to test positive. I asked you one thing and one thing only. Do not use. It's not our first rodeo here, Mr. Celestino. Do you know what happens now? Yeah. Goes with you.
So what's going to happen is I'll talk to you soon. He may end up on the docket tomorrow, Judge. If he does, we'll have to revisit it.
Absolutely.
Are you going to raise bonds or anything like
Yeah.
that? Do you know?
5,002.
2002?
5,000.
5,000.
And then we can talk tomorrow. Hey, thank you, Mr. D.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Hey.
I have no advisor for a walkthrough.
What's your cost number?
25, just had it up. 253-5551.
One?
Yes, 253-5551.
Okay.
Judge, the PSR is right next to me.
Okay. Ms. Biza, come up.
We're on Miss Nambo. She's the one that went for testing this morning. I think Miss Sama's gonna come up over here.
Okay. Are you just now signing on?
I signed on Sunday, I believe.
Okay.
But we do not have the blood, so I think she's gonna ask for a HIPAA order to get the medical records and blood.
Yeah.
So we just need a reset for that.
What do you need?
Judge, she does have a physician statement to take medical cannabis.
Sorry, man. I'm not letting anyone do it. I mean, come up, ma'am. You have prior weed cases, you have prior DWIs. I don't want you using. There has to be other ways to self-medicate, other than just smoke weed.
I don't want to, I take, the medicine I take is really strong. Like they change, because I can't sleep. So I can't sleep. And I went like 3 days without sleeping. So they gave me like this other medicine and it's like super strong. And I don't like how it makes me feel because I work where I work around a lot of machinery. So at the next day when I take that, I'm still like all loopy.
And you take it earlier, if you're taking a sleep aid to help you sleep.
Hours a day.
Sorry?
I work 12 hours a day. I work from 7 in the morning to to 8 o'clock at night. So, since I'm drug testing Monday and Thursdays, they switched my schedule around. So they put me on night shift, and night shift is the same thing. I work from 7 p.m. to 7 in the morning.
How's her test been so far? So what I'll do is I'll switch your testing where you can come here once a week. And then, how can we do it so you work a day shift and not the night shift? Because messing with your circadian rhythm by working the night shift is even worse. I mean, that's going to just throw things out of whack.
Yeah.
So I would prefer you to work the day shift as opposed to the night shift. And I'm willing to work with you as far as testing is concerned, but I don't want you using. I want you to be
that's
clean.
why I didn't, even with that, I told them I didn't want to do anything until I got an okay from you. And,
I'm not okay with you just smoking weed. There has to be other ways to medicate, to deal with anxiety and those other issues.
it's PTSD. I take a lot of stuff already. I take, and it causes like right now, like constipation. I had to go to the ER yesterday because it's too many things. Like in the morning, I have ADHD and I have bipolar disorder and I have anxiety. So I have stomach issues too. So I have to take pills for that. I have to take pills for the ADHD. I have to take pills. It's like a lot of pills. And it's like, I didn't bring them with me today, but I take about 7 medications. And it's a lot. So it's a lot on my body. So that's why I haven't even filled the drug test, because I don't smoke like that. It's just like when I have a hard time, like being able to sleep, I do that when I'm at home to sleep.
You're doing good so far. I'm happy to work with you with your schedule for you to be able to work the day shift if you need to.
I'm a supervisor, so it's like,
how can we help you to where you can start working the day shift?
I don't know.
I will take you off at least one day off of the drug testing a week.
Did you see
Okay,
that?
I can ask my boss if that works
One
with him.
moment she's asking
Ask
for
if that
another
works.
chance. The next, she's in custody.
We can
She
tweak it in any way to
violated
try to
her
help you
DWI
out.
bond by
Okay.
drinking, and Judge Fleischer
You're
made
here
it
now.
clear,
Are you able to contact
ignore
your boss
court
now so we can
orders,
try to work?
No second chances.
Okay, I can ask my boss if that works with him.
Ask if that works. We can tweak it in any way to try to help you out. Okay. You're here now. Are you able to contact your boss now so we can try to work? Step outside, Joe. You guys talk with your employer, find out how, you've been doing so far. Has the case been open since June, really? And she's been testing negatively since June?
Yes, and we also have her on transit, but I don't think she's submitted to, they haven't called her a permit.
So let's do this. Do you have a device? Joe, does she have a device now?
I have a device. Yeah, a portable, yeah.
Okay, I'll take you off the randoms. I'll take you off the Monday, Thursday testing.
Okay.
Entirely. You've been doing good since June, right? We're now November. You've been doing great for 3 months, 4 months. I'll take you off the Monday, Thursday testing. That help? Okay, so you don't have to come back. We'll sit your case off a month. Just take care of yourself.
Okay, but don't use this, right?
No.
No, okay.
For now, no. I don't want you smoking. I don't want you using anything and start relying on dope even more. There has to be other ways to deal with the PTSD.
I do counseling. I see a psychiatrist, but I take the gummies, but I'm scared to take even CBD.
I don't want you to.
Because
I don't want you to use.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't drive or anything.
I'm going to take you off the Monday, Thursday. Okay. So that way you can try to get on your daily schedule so you don't have to work at night. Hopefully that helps also, because when you're working a night shift, you're trying to sleep through the day, that's really going to even more so throw your body out of whack as it is. Is that what you're doing now?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's messing you up more than you can possibly know. I know that people take certain types of medication to deal with the fact that they work the night shift.
Yeah, that's right.
And just it really throws your body out of whack.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Let's set you off a couple weeks. I'll take you off totally now. You're still going to be randomly tested, but you don't have to come 2 times a week here. We'll just give you a normal setting now. Get on the day shift and let's see how that works out. Okay. If you're still having issues, let's come back. But I'm telling you now, I'm going to be really hard pressed to just let you smoke weed. Just, there has to be other ways to deal with PTSD than just smoking.
Okay,
But
thank you, Judge.
let's see how that works, and then I'm always approachable. You can always come back when we talk more. Okay? Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Great job. Hi, Mr. B.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Plea on Mrs. Jamarian Sias.
Good morning, Ms. Sias.
Good morning.
Ma'am, you're charged with theft. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 7 days that you've already done. I guess, or the other theft is
Will
going
be
to,
dismissed upon completion of this plea.
okay. So you have 2 counts of theft. The agreement is they're going to dismiss one, you're pleading the other one. You have to understand that because you're pleading this, it will go on your record from now on. You're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Is this what you want to do? Okay.
You want to plea?
Oh, yes, sir. Oh, yeah, I
Well, no deferred, nothing like that.
This is third step, Judge.
Okay. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you cannot change this. It will be like this forever. Do you understand, ma'am? How do you plead to the offense of theft? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I will find you guilty. I will sentence you to the agreement of 3 days in jail, credit for 7. You need to understand this is now 2. You pick up another one, you're looking at a felony charge, years instead of days. Even as so much as you pick something even small, you're looking at a lot of time in prison. You understand? Okay, ma'am. Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to try again with Mr. Cavazos.
Let's do it. Mr. Cavazos, come up.
Page 4.
Thank you. Did you say that we're doing time served,
No, sir, this is going to be a deferred.
divert? Is there any restitution that's,
Yes, sir, 1,000.
okay? All right, Mr. Cavazos, you're charged with failure to stop and give information, which is a Class B misdemeanor. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you a 6-month deferred. Deferred is a type of probation that if you complete it successfully, you do not end up with a conviction on your record. This is really important because, with these types of cases, if you plead guilty to it, they can turn around and sue you and use that against you.
Yes, sir.
And could cost you a pretty penny. Do you understand?
How does it get removed?
We'll talk about that.
So first, assuming you complete it successfully, you may be able to have it sealed. Okay? But first things first is you got to complete it successfully. If you fail to complete it successfully, you pick up a new case, you test positive for dope or alcohol, or you don't pay what you're supposed to, we're going to issue a warrant for your arrest. I'm going to put you in jail, and we're only going to talk about if you violated it or not. If you do, you're looking at up to 180 days in jail. Do you understand?
Right.
I'll make you a deal. If you do well in half the time, you're nice to everybody, get all your classes done, you pay restitution, I'll take you off in half the time. You can be done in 3 months. That's no time. Get everything done quick and be nice. Pay the restitution and you're out.
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I will not find you guilty. I will withhold that for 6 months. So all you have to do is the restitution to a Miss Duran, an effective decision-making class, 12 hours of community service, no threatening, harassing, abusive contact with a Mr. Barrett. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Is this how you understand it?
John.
All right. We wish you the best of luck. All right. Get it done. Good morning, Mr. Washington. Where have you been?
Scheduled, that's why.
You thought it was what?
Schedule, I got a text message that it was rescheduled somehow, but I guess it wasn't.
We give you a reset that tells you when to be here.
Yeah, November 11th. But then some on my phone it said the 21st or something like that. So it's just a miscommunication.
What am I supposed to do about that?
It wasn't my intentions. Thought it was today. That's why I came today.
Mr. Washington, I will give you a get out of jail free card today. It's not going to happen again. If the next time you don't come back, I will put you in jail and I'm not giving you another chance. Do you understand? I'm sending you now for a drug test because I want to know what, if anything, is in your system. You ever blow us off again, that's it. You will stay with me in custody. Do you understand? Take a seat for me. Tristan Johnson?
Sir.
Mr. Johnson, you're charged with possession of marijuana. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On November 14th, 2024, the officer conducted a traffic stop after observing the motor vehicle have a defective front left headlamp. The motor vehicle came to a complete stop and the passenger immediately exited the motor vehicle. The officer remained with the motor vehicle and made contact with the defendant, the driver. The defendant had an odor of marijuana emitting from his person and a narcotic search was conducted. The officer observed a white in color packaging pulled from the right side of pants that appeared to be packaged marijuana. The substance was identified as marijuana based on training experience with a weight of 1.12 grams.
Did you say he was the driver? He was
the driver. The passenger fled the vehicle.
Okay. All right, Mr. Johnson, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Do you have a valid Texas driver license?
Yes. No, sir.
You're not allowed to drive. I'm making that a condition of your bond. If I find that you drive, and I don't care what your reason is, I can have a contempt hearing. You're facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive. You will be signing an affidavit with me today, which is a promise that you're not going to drive.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I don't care if there's a burning building and you have to go save people. Do not drive.
Yes, sir.
How old are you?
I'm 18 years old.
What do you do for a living?
I work with my mom.
Did you graduate from high school?
Yes, sir.
Good. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to smoke marijuana.
Yes, sir.
I will test you 40 to 45 days from today. If you continue to smoke marijuana, likewise, I will put you in jail.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If you stop as of today, the next time you come here and we test you, you should be negative.
Yes, sir.
I don't care if you're in the car and everybody else is smoking or what. No excuses.
Yes, sir.
You want to apply for an appointed lawyer?
No, sir. No, sir.
You don't want a court-appointed lawyer?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. My bad. I didn't get the question.
So tell me what you're doing with yourself. Are you working?
Yes, sir.
What are you doing?
I'm helping my mom, like with the flowers in the yard and stuff like that. Just like
That's
stuff.
not a real job, dude. I mean, a real job where you work 9 to 5.
I go to school, welding school.
Are you actually enrolled in school?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm going to provide you with a lawyer today. I want to see that you're actually enrolled in school. If you are, that's fantastic. That's great. Show it to me, though. I want to see that you're actually enrolled, and then that's absolutely wonderful. You're going to kill it as a welder.
Yes, sir.
But if you're smoking weed, you know, they're going to drug test you
I know.
when you try to get a job. And if you test positive, you're never going to get a job. You got to stop.
Yes, sir.
And it's going to stop right now.
Yes,
You
sir.
understand?
Yes, sir.
Did you want no alcohol as well?
Correct.
I don't drink.
As of today, you don't smoke either. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If you want to drive, go get a license, get insurance, show me that you have both, and I will take this off. But I'm telling you, if I find that you drive, there's going to be HE double hockey sticks to pay. Do you understand?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to have you sign. I'm going to have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. I'm going to get you to Victoria Center reset, and then I'll have you take a seat in the jury box while we find your lawyer.
All right, Judge, next is page 19.
Okay.
Perez, come on up.
Said Perez? Are you Jose Perez?
Yes.
Mr. Perez, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. It's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor because of the high blow. You were facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
Yes, Judge. On November 14th, 2024, the officer observed the defendant's motor vehicle driving through an apartment complex at a high rate of speed, exit the parking lot, turn onto a public roadway, and squeal their tires in violation of a Pasadena city ordinance. Upon running the defendant's plates, he observed the vehicle to have expired insurance and expired registration. The officer observed the defendant continue to travel at a high rate of speed, make a U-turn without using a turn signal, and squeal his tires again.
Is this in a parking lot?
He exited the apartment complex and onto the public road, and a traffic stop was conducted. Upon contact with the defendant, the officer observed red, watery eyes, and an odor of an alcoholic beverage. The defendant admitted to drinking and trying to elude the officer on the roadway. Standard field sobriety has been conducted. HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 7 out of 8, one leg stand 3 out of 4. The officer observed an open container halfway filled and cold to the touch.
Drinking while driving?
Yes, and DIC was red, and the defendant consented to breath. Results were 0.152 and 0.153.
Tell me, Mr. Perez.
Dígame, señor Pérez.
Are you in this country? Are you a United States citizen?
No.
Are you in this country with or without permission?
Sin permiso. Without permission.
What happens if you go to jail?
Si usted va a la cárcel. My family will be without help.
What else?
No sé. I don't know. My family depends on me.
Are you in this country with or without permission?
Con o sin permiso.
What happens if you go to jail, Mr. Perez?
A la cárcel, señor Pérez.
I want you to think.
Quiero que usted piense.
Pues es que me va a ir mal con mi familia. So, puedo perder. Tengo mucho que perder realmente.
Well, again, with my family, I have a lot to lose.
Mr. Perez, you're not in this country with permission. If you go to jail and immigration finds you in the jail, they will put a detainer on you and you will be stuck in custody until this case is over with. And then you will be shipped off to immigration. The fact that you have an open container in the car makes it a minimum of 5 days in jail to any sentence that you get. And I can tell you now, if you spend any more than 6 hours in custody, immigration will find you and they will put a detainer on you. I am putting conditions on your bond now. And if I find that you violate these conditions, I will put you in jail so fast your head is going to go as fast as the tires on your car. It'll spin that fast. Do you understand? You were not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I am also ordering you not to drive. I don't care what's going on in your life. You will be signing a promise with me today that you're not going to drive. If I find that you drive, I can have a contempt hearing. You can be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive. Do you understand? What did I just say?
I can't drive if I'm found driving or drinking or consuming drugs. I will have to return to court and pay a fine of $500.
You will go to jail.
A la cárcel.
You will go to jail.
A la cárcel.
Any prior DWIs, Alex?
No, Your Honor.
No such.
I'm gonna have you come up here, swear to us that you're not gonna drive. I will have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, you will get with Felicia for your bond conditions. Mr. Perez, heed this warning. You will not get another one. And I would hope that you recognize it's elementary that you're not supposed to have alcohol in the car while you are driving. You're going to reset your case. When you come back, please have a lawyer, sir. That way. Are you Myra Herrera? Ms. Herrera, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 180 days in jail to be probated for 12 months. As part of the probation, you will do a DWI repeat offender DWI education class. You will do 2 victim impact panels, a TRAS, which is an evaluation to see what other conditions you may need. If they assess other conditions, you must fulfill them. Guardian interlock, no breath test refusal, meaning that if you are pulled over in a car and you're asked to submit a breath test, you must submit one. If you don't, then you're in violation of this probation. No drugs, no alcohol, guardian interlock, and 60 hours of community service. Is this how you understand the agreement? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never change this or undo this. You know, your record, it's not pretty. And I'm going to tell you, if you were ever in a car, you get pulled over, the first thing an officer does is they're going to look at your record. Even if you have the faintest smell of alcohol, what do you think they're going to do to you? Right. I would never, even if you've had a sip of alcohol, a sip of wine, I wouldn't get into a car because you're begging for trouble. What we're doing now, this DWI will go on your record, and from now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. Do you understand? So that's what I'm saying. Even if you've had a sip of alcohol, don't even get in. You're begging for trouble. So there's an FSGI.
Order in the court.
Was there any restitution or anything?
I think we addressed that, the restitution on the DWI.
Yes.
What? Did she have car insurance at the time? Please tell me she did.
She did not, Judge. She did not.
So I spoke to the complainant. There is restitution in this case. I think we discussed it. He had insurance, but that was the deductible, was the restitution.
So, I mean, that's, how much was the restitution?
$1,500.
Is that a part of this as well?
Judge, I think I forgot and it just got left out of it.
Oh, yeah, I think that was just my mistake if I didn't put it in.
Yeah, it needs to be on there, right?
Just got it, Judge.
Can I write it in? Okay, who is the restitution to?
John Jensen, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm going to tell you now that I'm going to keep you on this probation until you pay restitution. It's not fair that someone else has to pony up money out of their pocket when, you know, they should be made whole. Do you understand? You know, there's also a matter of fines and fees that you're going to be required to pay for this thing too. You know, there's a surcharge that you're going to be required to pay. It's a $3,000 surcharge. We'll give you 2 years to pay it, but that's something that you're going to be required to pay as well. And you need to understand, if you don't pay it, you will go to jail for every $100 you owe. You will sit 1 day in jail. Do you understand? So we take it extremely serious. You've already had this exact same situation dismissed a year and a half ago. And now we're here back again. It's time that we get your attention. And I hope that this is it. You know, lucky that there was no nothing worse that's happened. How do you plead to the office, man? Guilty or not guilty? I will find you guilty. I will follow the agreement. I'm gonna write it in. You're okay with that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, just in case. And then, all right, ma'am. So, do you have, what does she have now?
Just portable, Judge.
Okay, are you driving? Okay, do you have a Texas driver license?
Yes.
With the ALR suspension, do you remember?
I think it was dismissed. I'm sure it was dismissed, but I'm not on.
Alex, do you mind looking real quick? It's better that you know now what's going on with your license. If you're going to drive, do not drive unless you have insurance.
I have insurance.
Make sure that you have, because if you don't, then it could really, it could cost you a very, very, just a huge amount.
Your Honor, I see the ALR suspension lifted as of November 22nd. However, I see a subsequent SR suspension that is not lifted.
Okay, so her license is suspended now. You can't drive, ma'am. I'm making that a condition until you get your license back.
There's not enough. She attempted to.
She did it herself or
do some through
something?
DPS.
Johnson?
Happened where.
To a third party because I was never reached.
She was trying to resolve the license issue through paying restitution, and someone wouldn't agree to it. So because she didn't have insurance, so DPS got involved in terms of paying restitution, but someone wouldn't agree to it. Yeah, she was trying. She was actively trying to do it.
Don't drive. Your license is not, it's suspended at this point. You need to just get a hold of DPS to find out what you need to do to get your license. If you drove here today, you cannot drive home. Don't drive. You're in violation. If you drive, you're in violation of the probation. If you violate this probation, I will issue a warrant. I'm going to put you in jail. And you're looking at 180 days. So be careful. You understand that?
Lifted now that she has a court order to pay restitution.
Hope, I don't know, but don't just start driving. You need to call them. This is the number to the driver's license division. Should read in my hand. That's the number to the driver's license division. You need to call them before you just start driving to verify, because if you just start driving on a suspended license, you're in violation. When you call them, call at 7 a.m. Don't call it any other time, otherwise you'll never get through. All right? Questions?
No, sir.
Okay, good luck.
Thanks, Judge.
Hi. Deputy, can you stay with me, please? I am extremely upset with you, Mr. Escobar Toar. You have taken off on me over and over and over and over again, repeatedly. For you to blame it on someone else is disingenuous and not true. This case is 550 days old, and you've taken off on me 4 different times. I think that have we reinstated the bond?
No. There's a bond set, I believe, Judge, $10,003. The previous bond was $1,001, which we're asking, which he posted last
I
week.
absolutely appreciate your tenacity. I absolutely love you, but I have to hold him accountable. I can't let him go. And I know that you're signing on now for the first time. This is not my first rodeo with him. It's been over and over, and it would be me enabling him, telling him it's okay to do what he's doing by letting him go and reinstating his bond. 4 different times. You will now go to jail because of the repeated failure to comply with bond conditions. You think this is a joke? No. We hold people accountable. And when you repeatedly fail to show up to court, there are consequences. And you will now see that. It goes with you.
Judge,
Tell me.
would you allow him to post the bond and do a walkthrough if I get a bondsman here? They're on the way.
Okay, I'm not letting him do a walkthrough. No, because it's the same thing. It's letting him go.
I understand, Judge, but he really truly did not know about yesterday's court date. He immediately called me as soon as he found out.
Steph, I appreciate it, but you gotta understand, I have to hold him accountable. I mean, if you want, I'll give you a bond reduction, you know, but no, it's now time to pay the piper.
Would you reduce it to what it was previously to 1,001? It was originally 100.
No, what I'll do is I'll do 5,003.
It's about
Okay.
a year and a half.
Because it's now 10,003. It should be 10,004 actually, but I'll do 5,004.
Has finally
Okay.
arrived.
Would you reduce it to what it was previously to 1,001? It was originally 100.
No, what I'll do is I'll do 5,003. Okay? Because it's now 10,003. It should be 10,004 actually, but I'll do 5,004 if you want. Okay? All right.
You would
Goes with you.
absolutely not. I mean,
It's
he
4
truly
times, it's
did-
550 days.
even
old.
if I get the bail bonds to come and say
Yes.
he truly did not get the date.
I understand. No. Sorry, Steph.
Okay. I'll go and talk to him.
All right, so
And I'll get a recent date on it.
So here's the thing. He's going to auto-populate tomorrow. So we're going to end up seeing him here tomorrow. So you're welcome to Zoom on tomorrow. You're probably going to end up posting bond now. So probably be out within the next, 4 or 5 hours. So, but I can't just let him go over and over and it's 500.
I understand, Judge. I don't know what happened before. He was telling me he didn't have a very good communication with the prior attorney 2 years ago or a year and a half ago. I don't know.
It's utter horse, you know what? Because we have literally reset him over and over, been working on a mitigation packet for nearly a year. So the thing is that, and I know that you're just now coming on to it, but we have quite a bit of history with him. It's over and over. We let him go over and over. And at some point I got to say what, so. All right.
Awesome, Judge.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Hey, how are you, sir?
Sit down.
Judge, I'm here on Britney Defy. She's not on docket, I don't think. When we spoke last, I had just gotten on the case. We had heard about her allegations of testing positive for methamphetamine, which was a concern to me. Since that time, and she's here, we have had an opportunity to dig into it a bit more. Ms. Defy apparently was taking both Adderall and Vyvanse. It appears from what we can tell from the drug lab tests that we are seeing, they may well have been testing for the Vyvanse.
I can't imagine that Vyvanse is going to make you test positive for methamphetamine.
It can. Apparently Vyvanse I've got the articles here, I'll be happy to share with you, but Vyvanse metabolizes down into a form called D-amphetamine, which I'm going to mess it up, but it's D-amphetamine, which will test positive for methamphetamine. In fact, the same lab testing agency that Harris County is using is now involved in two federal lawsuits for testing people positive for methamphetamine, when in fact they are not. We're trying
to see that.
Yeah, where we're trying to untangle the kind of circumstance here. We've become aware of some other allegations involving a alcohol testing device in her car. And it's my understanding there are also some email chains between my client and her old probation officer about her reporting dates and her testing. And apparently this previous probation officer had some discussions with her about knowing that the Vyvanse would test positive on the UA test. We're trying to gather all those.
But there's still other violations? And is she continuing to test and make sure that she's not using alcohol or?
The last drug test I have is from October 31st. She also is obscuring the camera in her on her device. And I didn't.
Come up, Mr. Frawley.
Violations, I mean, any emails between the previous officer and your client.
And I'm sorry, you don't what?
See any emails between your client
Yeah.
and the previous officer
It's
about.
unacceptable if you are covering the device when you're supposed to be blowing into it.
She's not covering the device, Judge.
It's like obscured, it's looking at the camp, like it's looking at the sky, there's other people going into the device.
Oh, no. Oh.
If I may, Judge.
Oh.
What we're seeing, there's not a routine pattern of this. What we're seeing is that there are occasions, and Mr. Frawley can speak to this, she would go back in and get everything recalibrated whenever it was brought to her attention that she was not being captured on it. To be fair, there have been occasions when other people have driven the car and they necessarily must blow in it, but it is not a pattern behavior. It is very sporadic.
Yes, and then on top of all of this, Judge, she also is on probation and felony court, and it looks like they're gonna push a motion.
If I may, I've already spoken to felony court. They're not pushing the motion. They are waiting to resolve this issue. I went up there just now, and the judge up there is staffing it and is going to try to get to the bottom of this methamphetamine problem.
I'd like to send her for a drug and alcohol test now while she's here. And then we need to have a hearing with regard to the methamphetamine and the Vyvan issue, you know, and
I'm waiting on a letter from Jimmy Valentine, who is a nationally recognized toxicologist, about this issue. I think it's going to resolve everything, but I mean.
Well, I appreciate the tenacity, but I'm going to have issues if you're trying to cover the camera. If you're trying to do things of this nature, I'm telling you now, I'm going to have a humongous problem with it. And don't care if you have Jesus here representing you, but if you are trying to be disingenuous by covering the camera, I'm telling you now, I'm going to have issues with it. Don't cover the camera. Don't have other people blow into it, because the idea is that if that car is moving and you're behind the wheel, you're supposed to be taking the breath test, not someone else, and then them allowing you to drive.
Nobody else is.
If I find that happens, I'm going to lose it. Do you understand?
Yes.
So, yeah, I'm going to send her for a test now. I want to set it for a hearing, perhaps in 2 weeks, so that I think we need to have an expert too. I mean, we need to figure out how we're going to have someone come testify on the issue as far as Vyvan and I don't know. Let me reach out to my my staff and figure out how we're going to go forward. Let's do like 2 to 3 weeks. We'll set it for a hearing, a formal hearing. You know, have the probation officer ready, every allegation ready to go.
We would only ask, and we'll be happy to do that. We just asked for a list of what we're battling.
Yeah, of course. Is everything operational now as far as interlocks? Is she still reporting now?
Yes, sir. As far as I can tell, everything is still operational and she's reporting.
What is the cause number, Shatori, please?
That's here in misdemeanor. It is
394034.
Tell me.
She was supposed to come in to turn herself in and sign immediate conditions to go through it. That's what she was here for.
That's right. Right.
And then
She's not on the docket.
Why is the felony court unhappy?
because they got the same case review we did and they requested a motion from what I saw, but I guess they went upstairs. They said something else.
Who's in the 184? Who's that?
That's Cat Thomas, Judge.
Okay. All right, so let's set the hearing for 3 weeks. Okay, and then I'm gonna get with my staff to see how we're gonna go forward as far as
understood
the methamphetamine issue.
Yeah, we'll be happy to share everything we find about. We're still untangling it, but I've been in a lot of these problems and this one is giving me pause. It sounds like something where we may be going down the wrong path. So I wanted to bring it to your attention. That's all.
Don't test positive from now. And I'm telling you now, I'm going to drug test you like crazy and I'm going to test you for alcohol like crazy. Do you understand?
Good.
Don't test positive because it's really going to go sideways real quick. Okay. All right.
Understood.
Pick a day, 3 weeks, and then we'll set it for a hearing.
Yes, sir.
Formal hearing. Okay.
Do you want her to come back after the drug test?